Uchenna Kanu joins us tonight on the show. Super Falcons forward Uchenna Kanu joins us. Greetings, Uche. Hope I can call you Uche.
Of course.
Greetings,
Good
Uche.
evening.
Thanks for joining us on the show tonight.
Good evening. Thanks for having me.
All right. I don't know where. There's a lot of things to catch up with, but I asked you this before, and I'm going to ask you again. A lot of young girls saw you at the World Cup, saw how you played, and I told you how people were mesmerized. Nigerians love silky forwards, people who can do things with both feet and all that. But it didn't all start at the World Cup. The journey began somewhere. So, I mean, how was it playing football? Did your parents try to discourage you? Did you have people who, you know, try to help you, put a hand on your shoulder and say, go, you can do it?
I mean, I was born and raised in the city of Aba in Abia State, Nigeria, and my family, you know, has always been there the whole time. But my dad, a little bit, was skeptical. He didn't really support me that much. He would yell at me when I would run out the house to, you know, train with boys and just go in the street just to have fun. You know, as a little kid growing up, I just have so much passion for this sport. So I would just, you know, disobey my dad and just go out and just play anyway. So he was the only one that gave me like a little bit of tough time growing up. But my mom was always there. She would tell me a story about her having to play in her days and things like that, you know, scoring with her head and, you know, just making it more fun for me. And, you know, just thinking about all of that, I think my family has been there the whole time, every step of the way. And fortunately, my dad is not there right now to see what I've been able to put up, regardless of how much he tried to stop me. And I wish he was here right now to see what I was actually chasing and not just doing it for fun or for anything else. So, yeah.
You talked about Aba. We'll get to Aba as we progress with this conversation. You're doing some things that we'll probably love to spotlight here. But I also want to ask for you to my colleague Austin. I mean, that journey, love for football, at what point did you think I can make a career out of this?
I think just playing in the youth games, youth fun games, playing in school, just traveling away from my city to play in River State, and it was a festival tournament, and I was selected to participate, and I was like, wow, if I was selected to play, that was kind of like the biggest amateur event or amateur tournaments then, and then I'm actually on the right path. So I was like, all right, I'm probably gonna like continue to do this thing, and you know, I already have majority of the support from my family, so what's stopping me, you know? And I've always had passion for soccer, so I just continued, and yeah, here I am now. I played U17 in 2014, U20 in 2014 as well, and I got a scholarship to play in the US in 2016. So since then, I'm like, it is my dream, you know. I'm living my dream, and I'm really, really grateful for that.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Uchenna Kanu, good to have you on the show.
Thank you so
I was
much.
just saying, where can I get into this conversation? And then you started talking about how you started, and bang, you mentioned you got a scholarship, and today you are that super duper star. And a lot of young girls are looking up to you, Uchenna Kanu. We have so much talent in Nigeria. And with the way you just talked about your story, how can professional footballers like you help to discover and nurture young female footballers in Nigeria?
I think you know, it all comes down to good publicity. It comes down to giving the girls enough exposure that they need growing up, and just put them on the right path of success. In general, just making sure their welfare are being taken care of, and it's just give the kids the opportunity, the environment to have fun, and try to develop passion for this sport, and not give them room for discouragement and room for failure, you know. In general, it's just about investing more in the women's football and giving these girls the platform to be who they want to be and chase their dreams, and eventually become the professional soccer or professional footballer they want to be, or they always dream of. So that's just the most important thing.
That's right, the environment, you know. And each time I look at young girls in Nigeria and everyone just focuses at the top, meanwhile, there's just so much to do at the bottom. And you have good playing experience. You've played in Mexico, now you're with Louisville. What are some of the things you've seen them do abroad that we can emulate back home in Nigeria?
I think the facility, just providing good and safe environment for these girls to practice and, of course, play the games as well. And just giving them room for innovation, education, and just keep teaching them and helping them grow to the right path that they've always wanted to be in. So I think it's just, it's all about investment, you know, having maybe corporate bodies investing more in women's football and just helping them to chase their dreams and help them achieve them as well. Not just let them or discourage them and having them have their dreams, you know, dead, something like that. That's just, I don't think we women, I don't think we really need a lot of things to be who we want to be, but the little that we can get from the environment that we are at, I think we can make the most out of it. So if we can get just a little bit of investment, a little bit of publicity, a little bit of good facility and a safe environment for us to play, I think we would just have fun and just be happy doing what we're doing. Yeah, just things like that.
Yeah, that's what we want. I know Yemi is sitting there with you and he cannot wait to take it over from you. But let's go back to the elite level. Let's rewind time a bit to the FIFA Women's World Cup in New Zealand and Australia. And I see you can't wait to give me that smile because you and your teammates, you made us so proud. We love you and we are so, so proud of what you did for the country. What sort of experience was it for you personally?
Personally, it was my best outing as a professional soccer player because, you know, as you know, I scored my first ever World Cup goal and it meant the world to me and it's a huge accomplishment for me. That's like the peak of my career and I was able to score a goal for my country and it's always an honor to represent Nigeria, myself and my family, and it was huge for me personally just to score that goal. And of course for my team, I'm super grateful for having the opportunity to be with the Super Falcons and, you know, the work we've put in and, you know, all the chemistry that the team built during the tournament and during the camps prior to that. It really helped me to regain my confidence and just, it was like a dream for me, actually. I don't even know how to describe the feeling of just getting my first goal, first World Cup ever. Go, you know. So yeah, it was a really, really tremendous outing for me personally.
All right, let me throw this one in. Still talk about the Super Falcons, your journey. What's the next big thing? I mean, I could guess, sit here and guess, maybe the Olympics. A lot of the members of this squad probably haven't been to the Olympics. So how big played at the World Cup, played at the Nations Cup? I guess maybe. I'm just saying, but you're here. You could correct me if I'm wrong. So, what's the next big thing for the Super Falcons?
I think our main focus right now is just preparing for the Olympics, and we've played the first game a couple weeks ago, and it was a good result. And we're looking forward to facing the Cameroon team. And I think we just need to do our best to get the result that we need. We have to be at the Olympics, and we know that as players and we know that as a team, and I think we all are just working really hard to be there because we've missed, I think, a few or a couple of them, and we can afford to not be in France come 2024. So in general, I think the team is in a good place, and we look forward to taking the same energy just right from the World Cup to a few games now and then into the next one. You know, obviously it's one game at a time. So overall, we're looking forward to France 2024.
All right, we're pressed for time, but let's do this. Earlier you talked about Abba, and I said we'll get to that. But I hear you trying to give back to the community where you grew up. You're trying to be the bridge some of these young girls can cross. you know, to get to their dreams. So what's that all about? What are the things you've been up to recently?
So I recently launched my foundation, Uchenna Kanu Foundation, and basically this event coming up in December, on December 9th, and it will be in Aba City at Enyimba Stadium. The objective of this event, or my foundation, is to completely give back to my community, because I know what it feels like to be a young, talented soccer player growing up in that kind of environment. So the least I can do is just to create a platform for these girls to showcase their talents and maximize their potentials, and of course, you know, give them the opportunity to get education as well. So we're looking forward to helping these girls get scholarships to play in the U.S. We're working with coaches from different colleges to scout the players and, you know, recruit them for scholarship opportunities. And that's the main objective of the event coming on December 9th. So that's basically what it's about. You know, our goal is to have this event every year and just help these girls go into the street, take the girls off the streets, and just help as many girls as we can, because, you know, we wouldn't want their talents to just die. We wouldn't want them to give up on their dreams, and this is the least I can do as someone that they look up to, someone that they aspire to be like. So the least I can do is just to have this opportunity for them. So we have our website, and it's uchennakanu.com/foundation. If anyone would want to, you know, donate to help this course or help this project, I think it will be of a help to the foundation. Of course, most importantly for the girls, to help them maximize their potential, and of course get them scholarships and be able to be the next professional athlete that they would aspire to be. So that's basically what we're doing on December 9th in Aba City, Enyimba Stadium. So.
All right. I guess that's a good place to let it land. Richard, I kind of want to thank you for your time. Time not always our friend. Hopefully we'll get to do this some other time.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right.